Hello friends and welcome. Today we are going to install CentOS 7 on VirtualBox. You can download it from centos.org. Here is the web page by clicking Get CentOS Now and DVD ISO. Click on it. In this page you can see the fastest mirror for your region or country, but you can also download it from other mirrors. I'm not going to download it now because I've done it already. So let's switch to VirtualBox and create our first virtual machine. Just click on New and provide the virtual machine name, like CentOS 7 for example. As you can see, VirtualBox did detect that we are going to install Linux and Red Hat 64-bit. It is okay for us. We are going to install exactly the same. Click next. And as we are going to install GNOME desktop, it is recommended to provide at least 1 gig of RAM, so I'm going to provide 2 gigs. For minimal installation, it is recommended to provide 512 megabytes of RAM. Let's click next, again next, and provide the disk space. I'm going to provide 10 gigs. And here is it. We have created the first virtual machine, and let's start it by clicking on start. Here we can choose our ISO image that we have downloaded, like this, and let's open it and start. I will switch to scale mode view. It is more suitable for me. Choose the best one for you. And in this menu we can choose test media, and after install it, troubleshooting, and just installing CentOS 7. Now I'm going to install CentOS 7 and start the installer. Yes, the installer starts, and for the first we are going to choose the language during the installation. What the language will installer use during the installation process. I'm going to leave it default, like English and United States. Continue. In this menu we are going to provide some options for our system. Let's start from date and time. Click on it, and you can choose your time zone by clicking on map on your region, like this, or you can choose it from these drop-down menus. Even you can provide date format like 24-hour or AM PM. And if you want to use network time protocol, you have to enable the networking, and after that just turn on this network time, like this, and provide your enterprise server name or IP address here. Then we're going to do this. Let's see how can we enable our networking by clicking on network and host's name. But turning on, you by default will obtain IP configuration from your DHCP server. If you want to do it manually, you have to go to this configuration button, click on it, and provide your IP configuration manually. And about hostname, we can also change it, and all this stuff is possible after installation. Let's just click done, and let's talk about installation source by clicking on it. Here you can see that auto-detected installation media is the ISO file that we provided to VirtualBox for installation. If you are going to install the system by network installer, you have to click here on the network and provide your ISO file location, and also provide the protocol. You can see here multiple protocols. And if you use any proxy servers, you can click here and provide your proxy server credentials, but we're not going to. Let's talk about installation destination. This is the 10 gig of hard disk that we created in our virtual machine. For our virtual machine, we are going to install Centos 7 here. Here you can see the two options. I will configure partitioning. This means we have to provide manual partitioning and automatic configure partitioning. This one means that the installer will care about partitioning. But now we are not going to use manual partitioning, because we will make another video about that, and we will use automatic partitioning. And let's talk about software selection. As you can see, by default, installer select minimal install. Let's click on it. And here you can see that we can install multiple versions of Centos, like minimal install, computer node, file and print server, and others. But we are going to install GNOME desktop. Here is it. Let's click on it, and in the right menu you can select add-ons, but we are not going to do it because we can do all that stuff after installation. Let's click on done. I don't select the installation destination. Let's select it and click on begin installation. As you can see, the installer start making partitioning and other configurations for our system, and the last two options we have to provide is root password, and we have to create a user. Let's click on root password. As we know, the root is a super user for Linux. It allows to do everything, and it is good to provide as strong as it possible password. As we can see, the provided password weak. Let's make it as stronger as it possible. Here is it. It is strong enough. Now let's repeat the password. Like this, and click done. And the last, we have to create a user. Let's call our first user user1. We can make the user administrator user, but we will talk about it in other video about users and groups in Linux. So let's check out it. And require password to use this account. This means that we want that our user provide password before logged in the system. We want that our user provide the password, so let's create the password. Now, as you can see, we are providing weak password. It is possible by clicking twice on done button, but it is not recommended. And here is advanced button. Let's look at it. Here we can provide multiple options for our user, like home directory for our user, user ID, group ID, and we can make our user member of other groups as well, but we're not going to change anything. Let's click on done. As you can see, the installation finished, and the installer tells us that we have to reboot the system. Let's click on reboot. Um, Here is the startup process. You can click escape to see what's going on like this and go back. And here is it. The system starts, and this is a user that we created during the installation process. In any case, if the user are not listed, here you can click on not listed here and provide the username and password. And here is it. We are logged in Centos 7 GNOME desktop, and we have to select the language. I will leave it English, United States. And the keyword. We can add new keywords, but I'm not it. You can add your cloud account, but I'm not going to do this. We finished, and click on start using Centos 7. You will be prompted getting started here, and it is helpful to watch these videos. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.